Yemamu nyina ha emma kwaba enne eye obenim bosome ne da etoso edu emiensa mfinhia mpinu ene aduonu enum premo ato premto breakfast ya boabo no ewo United Television so Ship House Abeka Junction eno ena me de emma efi enkran na this way chocolate drink de ohia eye enso hie koko atete kwashi ede buy no eno ene ede aye de ohia ene enso hie your special ice enso ewodwaso nso na ede eno a ene ede suma hoho na kase enso ye dibi fifa ye minimum kama ewia na chese ye de abremo afi your special drinks ewodwaso flavors bebre na ewom ubenya cola kakra strawberry ewom funtime orange malt ene de eka ho echelia drinks no edepa na sika fam de asida PSC eko ama best point savings and loans and best assurance womo na ekrai mu a premto breakfast boy ye de emamo yemamu nyina akwaba yenhwe ensema oba betie ne ebie sabre di ahode ne soafo akasa wachem se de nkane adundum ekoso ewa asante mantam emuno ne nyina se efidie free underground cables bi atete eno ene empanyifo guso a wo hwe aye ensiesie Yekopiem ewa poe mantam emu a galamse ensemie wakotutu galamse piti bi wankata so ekowi ase enkoda ennan omu nyina akugum etina nanom ewo ensie do na yekopiem ewo eyise krom so a omanfo no ede nsem bi tu dwade wo kan ene se wonsuku adan enkoyi o enye kra senka aban ebemu mawa wani ebeje ho pa ensem no bebre eka we ho be de be mawo e wo premto breakfast eboy emo obrahima efiache me enam de kase esomo yenti ensem no enchiemo yeguso ayeboabo ho ede kase abesum ahwefoe yenya ne ntie se NPP amanyuko ne titu edom kuma a omomrahye bedwem no wafre ensentrofo enchiemo na de omo ye nyina eyadwento ato ne ensem a wo wo ede kafa ensem a nano adai sikasem soafo ede betu dwa efa Ghana yakonhuma bosikasem eye budget no eho na Dr. Gideon Boako ono na ekasa ewon ensentrofo enchiem die ase yenkotie kakra emra
tariffs every 3 months. Worse is that the government clandestinely removed the subsidies on gas that is made available to the IPPs. Remember, because government was subsidizing, the pricing was at about $7.8 per MMBTU. If you listen to the minister in the budget, he says gas prices have been increased. Why on earth will the government increase gas prices? He hid the fact. The fact is that government, the NDC government, has withdrawn the subsidy. And that is why the price has gone up now to $8.4 per MMBTU. This gas is what is used by the IPPs to produce power, and then they'll pass on the cost to us. So in effect, two things are happening. It's a double whammy. Not only are electricity prices going to go up every 3 months, it will be going up at a higher rate from now. So there's no hope when it comes to the reset of energy pricing. Fuel price increase, for example, which influence the choices of direction. Contrary to the NDC's manifesto promise that they were going to use the special petroleum levy to intervene in the market and cushion consumers, the government went silent on that in the budget. Ladies and gentlemen, without any policy intervention announced in the budget.
Wey aye honorable Kojo Opon Kuma oyemrahye bedwanima ofanse ayerebi efo ono na hu se NPP central fo nhyiemudi na se na okasa no yento ensem no esoe awodin ne soafo honorable Jonjinapo akasa na nchemu ode eto dwa nyina nse ensem a ebeto dwa ene se ukọ asante mantam emunitichiu ene soamia ade achi ade senkane nyina so yedum no ene o se wodie efre na underground cables bi ehye ase no se enfom so aba ho oma hu akopem na no da December ya enti afi oma hu ne de ombehwe no ma atoto eniema eyi.
In December 2024 a major fault occurred on some underground cables that supplied power from Gridco to ECG at the Rich Bulk Supply Point substation in Kumasi. Unfortunately, there were no alternative routes to facilitate power evacuation and supply. What it meant is that in December 2024, when that major fault occurred, the system had not been configured to have an alternative route to allow power to evacuate. And so from December through to January, there were several major challenges and outages in respect of supplying reliable power within that enclave. This went on and continued well into January, Mr. Speaker, and did not relent. And so, on assumption of office, this administration took urgent steps to replace approximately 3 kilometers of faulty lines on that section in order to ameliorate the challenge. Mr. Speaker, I'm happy to announce that since those repairs were completed, power supply to that area has improved tremendously and significantly. We would continue to monitor the situation and to undertake emergency remedial measures when it becomes necessary. Mr. Speaker, on the Ashanti region and the challenges thereof, the demand has increased, which means that some additional work ought to have been undertaken in order to be able to absorb the increasing demand. Mr. Speaker, I'm happy to announce that in mid-February of this year, Gridco has completed a 145 MVA transformer at the Angumaso bulk supply point. This has also improved power supply situation in Kumasi and reduced the need to shed load from the Ridge substation. Mr. Speaker, when you inherit an energy sector in 2017 with a debt of 9 billion and you collect energy sector levies 45 billion and you leave President Mahama with an energy sector choking from a debt of 80 billion, that is a rundown energy sector. That is a fact. 45 billion collected to solve a problem of 9 billion, and you hand over an 80 billion debt energy sector, that is rundown. How do you export power? Because when we were leaving office, we left projects like Ameri, AXA, GPGC, and the rest. And because those plants are available, and you are unable to supply to the domestic market, because the system is run down, you export it to countries like Burkina. So that is cogent, and that is sacrosanct, that is logical. I am here to answer a question as to why the Kumasi area is been suffering from erratic power supply. And my answer was simple, that system had obsolete equipment, had not been managed well, the system is weakened, that is why there's erratic power supply. But when we inherited it, based on the measures I outlined and enumerated, the sector has seen some remarkable improvement.
Honorable Felix na Koyo Okuno oyem Rashebedweni ewo ewutu Senya East na waka esisu dua se ebedi International Women's Day kekese amansan to da kwesi ho yemfa emo emma ba so nye ma ho dede no ensombo enu achi no emma fa hihye mapa enwu akwan so a san hihye no beboa ame ya pem akoyeyedi ehu.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity to contribute to the statement made by our leader, Honorable Doyo. Today is International Women's Day, and I applaud every woman on the globe for this day. Mr. Speaker, it is not enough for us to always celebrate this day. I think as women, we should be able to champion certain policies that would help us achieve our purpose. Mr. Speaker, we may be happy today, we may be good, but the ordinary woman on the street out there is not happy. And if that ordinary woman on the street is not happy, then as women, we have no right to be happy. Because as women, we are representatives of all the women out there, and we need to be there for each other. It is difficult to know that a fellow woman on the street is going through a very difficult time, and we cannot help. It is not enough celebrating the International Women's Day, but it is for us to hold each other's hands. Let us go up together. Let us pull each other together. Let us make the women succeed. For women, I don't think that it is enough for you to think that the world will be at your feet. No, it is for you to be in the world and make the world work for you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity.
Mrashe bedwani emakwasi mintim abato empesua hey Honorable Philip Fifi Backman wabo omampanyi His Excellency John Dramani Mahama baso se ohyebo se etuo bi wo a ehu hienti oba obeyi ebi ti se COVID-19 levy na levy a wetwam no eyade a obona baso papa
Assembliara oko round okede obeye no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama or they say or the ayo ma yele twena anyi de Yamebe ya dom ma parliament bibiara ode yetumi ye gitumma o roll no wetum na we roll adoye Midday pa onye His Excellency John Dramani Mahama no promise there obeyi some nuisance taxes be or dey fi ho betting tax oko new e-levy oko COVID tax oko His Excellency John Dramani Mahama o say emission tax obeyi dey fi ho we yi dey fi ho hwe ye no from a school girls no o say there obo make sure that obenya sanitary pad for free us there obey the amount Women's Development Bank His Excellency John Dramani Mahama we devote his sky at the na there otwamonso no kranye assemblymen one allowance no us the assemblymen what ye adwuma o wase ho a won na won bu adwuma no because governance on nye ase wo no there obohwe there obama won allowance na we tum na wa ye adwuma ne ye Ghana nyi biara eye Ghana nya eritem ma wenwanji there ye Ghana nyi this is the time or the yetum there or ye true there ye can there the second independence is coming now so it is not only political independence but economic independence social independence as it biara or the His Excellency John Dramani Mahama or the to akwanim Ghana then you nyam on daisy in the Committee of Nations no His Excellency or that to akwanim and you will support him day and night everywhere usane there papano or enukwazifo he believes in pragmatism meritocracy and honesty
Asante man Temuswafo, hey, Honorable Frank Amwakohene, or the Anobansem Amagana for Yinansa, wonka wonkuma enton jem, na Omampanyi John Dramani Mahama, ebagalam se kona, wa crowd say a coin biaso, or becon Eddie etia.
Abino Eddie and Shayago say, and your mammy and son of mine who I am pay. And then no matter where you are, there's a forest, there's a river bodies, and no more Moya or Quahon. We mean our lines in them. It will be a shelter belt forest reserve.
Apomudin so afo no abokwadna minta akando no na ekasai na wode atodwa se aban nani abrese obehwe ama eniema pa akoyie e wo Ghana apomudin FM na sika fam so agina ne nan so enu nti na wo apa tax force a emu nipa ye nkron na wada Ghana Medical Care Trust Fund a eta friend Mahama Cares no wo ada ne die.
To the Ghanaian people, this is a promise of hope. Mahama Care is not merely a health initiative. It is a commitment to reducing death caused by chronic diseases. It's about ensuring that no one is denied treatment due to an inability to afford it. It is about restoring dignity to healthcare. It's about guaranteeing that our most vulnerable citizens receive the care they deserve. Ladies and gentlemen, today we embark on the first step of a long but rewarding journey. The road ahead will demand determination, innovation, and collaboration. But the impact we can create together is immeasurable. With that, it is my great honor to officially inaugurate Mahama Care's Technical Task Force. I eagerly look forward to the remarkable work that will unfold and the impact this initiative will have on lives of many.
On behalf of the committee, we wholeheartedly accept to do this work. And as we said, we'll do it with passion. We'll give it all our heart, mind, soul, spirit, to alleviate the great suffering of people in this nation, and work by the terms of reference. So it's a great honor to be asked to do this. And on behalf of the team, we thank His Excellency, the President. We thank you. We thank the whole nation, because the President and others are acting on behalf of the nation. And we assure you that we would deliver recommendations that you can consider pass on to the President, for this to be launched.
Ankran Mantamu for Linda Akwele Oklu on Tema Development Corporation TDC and the National Security Akomwabum ama omanfo musisi adanya ennam emrakwan so e wotema Ramsia site no wadwini nyina egufo.
Yo, Midday said, Tisania, my colleague, Ekaino. Exercise here, I catch you severally, and no more cassa severally. But sometimes no more cassa, say, Woody, like, who enforce law, and I'm for relaxing. Ain't he a Juma was in United so. And you are buying a baby prevent you. Yeah, all the offense, a Juma, Asha and son, a duty say, near what's a an exercise in there. Yeah, a boy in said the whole offense at Ashama Fladia. Some will be affected. Into a baby, I prevent it, and so started say to and higher. And assassins is Ramsar site, the government assassin, who bear their wasi. And that is the issue. Government assassin, who bear their wasi. They are missing no permits. What I said, no permits. They should do the right thing. If they have any challenges, office on what I said, now money on Munkoka. It's as simple as that.
It's a waterlogged area. Say, yan saw the way unknown temptama. The abetu yano, a bear ding. Omwaka saw Musi den wa Hanoso sono, a bear fetiobo. In soon or say on yak a quino on fat nen call hura a ponomo. A fan a copunumu nese a doswan, a hana a spready eba. Any federal Ramsar site no. But one movie I know someone who the ecoso. O match chani na mo for all my to foundation. O share mamu who ye. In pacho media no mumbo modern capture foundation no much to no. Na mu the ecoso. In a matter of just a week or two no. Bounce over bahano. No my fence wall kata na fi the amasati si dan. And 1 year prevent it. Yen kobubu obia den. We are still engaging them. Ye kasachrom say. This one maybe omu maybe they may be ignorant, so we have a duty to educate them. And yeah, catch them say Munjai, and yes, I be higher and money, it's a waterlogged area. Say yan saw the way unknown temptama, the abetu yano, a bear ding. Omwaka saw Musi den wa Hanoso sono, a bear fetiobo. In soon or say on yak a quino on fat nen call hura a ponomo. A fan a copunumu nese a doswan, a hana a spready eba. Any federal Ramsar site no. But one movie I know someone who the ecoso. O match chani na mo for all my to foundation. O share mamu who ye. In pacho media no mumbo modern capture foundation no much to no. Na mu the ecoso. In a matter of just a week or two no. Bounce over bahano. No my fence wall kata na fi the amasati si dan. And 1 year prevent it. Yen kobubu obia den. We are still engaging them. Ye kasachrom say. This one maybe omu maybe they may be ignorant, so we have a duty to educate them. And yeah, catch them say Munjai, and yes, I be higher and American or your penny or your traditional leader. Mean to me, said your can or boana or chantro or your penny, but yeah, baha. Last week in Ania Waha, ye educate you more, and not associate baha by your education. Your church struggle one on home. Ya baha several times. I mean, last 2 years, last year, even the former government they were all here. So being to me say they have not been education. They have been massive education. Your van, public address system. EDH is all over. EDH. That van has been to this community severally. Yabano mu ye juma no mu digi foundation ay catch mu unjai dia mu ye no e di problem be bring na senso no to a nso no to na se yie nyina so a mu na mu ba be kasa mu media no be di anim na mu kasa se aban nya hwe dia aban be ye no na ye no se sia to prevent any flooding.
Medical Director of the Eastern Regional Hospital no ano eye Dr. Akoto Ampao na ayaresabia na eye dwumadie bia ombu kompo ehwe afi 2024 nyarewa horo a edoso wo mo eso no mbe hu se ye fa nyarewa no du a ekumomanfo a emu enum eye nyarewa a ensai de aka ne se nkomanfo be ya hwe yie keke no mna ye ntientia wa ayaresabia ne hu se omo nyarewa a etisa enso omonko
need to actually make an effort to check. So when you take, for example, hypertension, you cannot know you are hypertensive until a disaster strikes you. You get a stroke, you get a heart attack, because it doesn't have any signs and symptoms. But just 2-3 minutes of being at the wellness clinic, we can measure your blood pressure and we can detect it. Once we detect it, we can also equally manage it earlier before it complicates your other body organs like the brain, the heart, the kidneys, so that you end up with chronic renal disease, which is even more difficult. So in the healthy living, we also say that rest more, eat a lot of nutritious food, as much as possible, plant food that grows on plants and not food that are made in plants. And then you can reduce your alcohol intake, and then you exercise. You watch your weight, obesity. They are all risk factors that lead in that direction. But again, like we said, there is really no pride in saying that since I was born, I'm 50 years, 60 years, I've not visited the hospital. It's a thing of the past. Now the stressful life that we have and our other lifestyle of using very simple life issues makes us not exercise much. So if you visit the hospital, if there are issues, we are able to pick quickly. And that is how come I would also recommend that once in a year, even if it's your birthday, give yourself a birthday present by coming to the hospital and checking your body, just like you check your car, so that you know that for the next 1 year you have a clean certificate that would take you for another year until you come back again.
Nana Nto Amrechi a political analyst na asema wode etu dwan se Ghana obo ade adumye kwa bentu a ewo se yeme yani ko ho na yeba ho ban yi papa esan se se yede o man Ghana etoto aman bi ho a wo mo de kwa bentu ni obo ade ne panokra ba kumpo wo mu ni bi.
Highway na Pokwasi to of the Ablekumano. So we kwan ni mfimfini a won aduadua nnua o sheda ko dua nnua o nanso won anya okwabran a wotwitwa nnua ni nyina egu ya boka ama obi ko gina ho dua nnua ewi achi no ya twa dua na egu meka na me dia ba besi asem susi yen a ne ya prisi yen nnua nnua nso obe wi achi no esanse obi ikotokum obi dwuno no nko ane hunti na wakohye nwuram na wakotwa nnua no otwa nnua ni wi a ensi ho na odi galamse akosopoto no forester ewo mem ha esesanka yetumi bohu ban yi esanse ukokro bi so a one forester ewo ho no artificial wonya forester yenye bi wokrom ha no nti uko Sweden a won a sheda ye artificial forest a uwura mu a obafe se wo forest mu enso oho ye artificial na nyankopon a kyen ade fefefe wo mamu ha a uwura forest bibi a ope wo forest ni mu utumi nya to extend say ebetumi a recreational center tourist a ye betumi enya sika afi mu yempe na mu ne yepe ne say yemu nua no yenton ne ton wi a onipa baako mpo obu nua ne mpo na so tua tax mpo a nkenye yawo dodo na abu no illegal inti mesre abanga abai wongafa minister lands and natural resources forestry is under them mesre your forestry commission wahwe yem forester ewo man inti yebesre sa energy na yadere ku galamsey no we should use that same energy to fight the illegal timber, the illegal cutting down of trees because se uhwe sika last year and in the previous years we're devoting for tree planting alone we yembesho
na ye dua nua no
ni wia
bambo esese ye to ho no so e de bo nua dada na e wo ho no so ho ban na ye nye ni ye ni no mu twa Amenfi West mrashebedwani eye honorable Eric Afo na de wo kan say forestry commission kwa ibrentuo bia ehye baby bia e wo mem no omunim enti wo montena wo moto so na galamsey enne omanfo matam mrasho msema omubu nua na ennam emra kwan so no wo ma wani enkusafo ni nyina ho na emra ene wo mo eni
highway na pokwasi to of the ablekuma no se wo behwe kwan ni mfimfini a wonga duadua nnua o sheda ko dua nnua o nanso wonga nya okwabran a wotwitwa nnua ni nyina egu ya boka ama obi ko gina ho dua nnua ewi achi no ya twa dua na egu meka na me dia ba besi asem susi yenga na ya prisi yenua nnua nso obe wi achi no esanse obi ikotokum obi dwuno no nko ane hunti na wakohye nwuram na wakotwa nnua no otwa nnua ni wi a ensi ho na odi galamsey akosopoto no forester ewo mem ha esesanka yetumi bohu ban yi esanse ukokro bi so a one forest ewo ho no artificial wonya forester yenya bi wo krom ha no nti uko Sweden a won a sheda ye artificial forester uwuram a obafe se wo forest mu enso oho ye artificial na nyankopon a kyen ade fefefe wo mamu ha a uwura forest bibi a ope wo forest ni mu utumi nya to extend say ebetumi a recreational center tourist a yebetumi enya sika afi mu yempe na mu ne yepe ne say yemu nua no yenton ne ton wi a onipa baako mpo obu nua ne mpo na so tua tax mpo a nkenye yawo dodo na abu no illegal inti mesre abanga abai wongafa minister lands and natural resources forestry is under them mesre your forestry commission wahwe yem forester ewo man mu inti yebesre sa energy na yadere ku galamsey no we should use that same energy to fight the illegal timber, the illegal cutting down of trees because se uhwe sika last year and in the previous years we're devoting for tree planting alone we yembesho
na ye dua nua no
ye dua nua ni wia
bambo esese ye to ho no so e de bo nua dada na e wo ho no so ho ban na ye nye ni yi ni no mu twa ye to from tuberka se boy so e de ama ahwefo na meko ahoma no eso meni orua Emmanuel Kingsford Arthur or district chat coordinator e wo new adubiase e be bo enkomo ama ne bo no e chese koko ofuo bebre galamsey fu atiesim wo bu koko nnua ni nyina agu na gala na om di etu opanyi mi mo akọ baba UTV so awie
ya me nua ba ho fe
ba cho bibia aboko de
bia aboko pa
ye de nyame ase wadaro ma koko fuo kese anadodo be se ho asem na galamsefo yi akotwa ye ken
no kro nyame anim last year ye koye service ewo ho ye service wie no koko mfuo a omo atuagu more than 4 hectares koko fuo a omo atuagu ana owaye wokwa na woyie chenkofo no more than 20 acres of land na yetu koko ni na gu enura na meneme district officer ye ko akohwe sa koko ya wankasa wa from di wa dance no ye ko ya galamsefo koko a last year na esiho 20 hectares of cocoa ye juni na atwagu me ye ayam ya ne say ye ni EP akabo last year ye di ejima so ko a cocoa no ye twagu a na ye tua eka ediama kuafo no sa cocoa bi na ye kwa akohwa ehwo na galamsefo no edi omafidie akosia cocoa da ho no ya juni na atwagu a wankasa wodi wa dance ya wo bi inti se yama yani amre se de sana esie wabra na mo asampegwa koko ye dua ni nyina ye tho amagaram sofo ase koko ye ko dua no asampegwa sase ni nyina manashi enne topia nso a ya ye the same thing no ye yahwo han atra ho ama akuafo abre gana abre iti mesre aban no a esi so koko board si afa na man si fom a ye bebregu kwa se die me kwa sangagwa djuma ye asan ko se begwa about 200 hectares of cocoa ye tuning na diegu ene ye cocoa ya ba topiasi ni we ba stress saas na ekoso enura yipie fo no a omso fin klan bae omso beto so omo atwa sa pecha no Miniaba, ye kwaso no.
Afanya asemi esi wo bia poten ben.
Ewo Chopiase, New Advance District, Chopiase, your district.
Yenhwe ni sei, na wo ka say efi afrase e no mo ye afi mu ni nyina no de dwumeti sa na britia wo bi mo e no matumi etu an mo ete sei.
Miniaba, eye bosumie sapo.
Wow.
Bosumie sapo January ye ko ho. Ye ko na ye hu so mo somebody siwo ani yesu o na de nankofo ebe yi ani ye baye enura me district officer ye fan okofo ekoya twegimadi omadi lucky na EPFo na ye no magima on so baye ani ye ko ho omo baye omanim EPFo no omo fun kran baye auditors baye ina ye ko ho omo baye omanim omo dia na koso
Mesre omokoye no na galamsefo nbi o na de ombeye no omaye nso bi any site
enura eho ye tabu de no jina de omonko ho tinda enura tabu de ti omonko ho ti ko no munyina afi ho omunyina afi ho
akoso fitian frase nenne ye bo ho nkomoyi yenye obi a chi no na no ntuo bi akoso a ye betumi de ahwese bia ye besiesie
omo a enura omo ekurumpo no a omankasa ye no omkesa no omo se eye nanana owo amudrasi nanana wo amudrasi no ono no ba no mukutetuo o se wo abero fo babo otu akun nanana wo amudrasi no ona ese dima no nti no oba babo otu no so kutana ba kutetuo ena ono mu nanana mu eba na dukofo ne ba ena wafa
meseo eye amudrasi hene nankasa
yes odukuro no omudrasi hene edukuro no ono ena kofa nkrofo no aba eho a omo yesa de no ti akurafo no ho nyina nim no ena omo ka so ono na yesa de omo kutetuo o se wo ba yefo bo otu akun
a omo wa dance ya se e ba mpanye ni mo betima yi adwuma so
yes omo nim ena omo bo nkrofo bi teach them kama amene anima adodi nkomo wie no na misali mi adu kan se ono ma ta kan se ono na omo munye galense no na on se wajai no na nkofo bi e ka wampa mi investigate wo no om kan kire mi pense de Mr. Enima adu e ka no kre nipa no wo prom ho a omo ne anana ye one na omo dis kan be sin na nso obo di kire me apa ni ba so minim no
Afani na unim ni anamobe no watu ohun obo EPA mpanyimfo na made
anamo no sesi no ho me dem this officer yakọ eha ohene no ho akọbọ na mane ama ohene so watu nkrofo ama o makohwe site no di omo ye nti ha ohene no yabo ha hene na mane sesi na ekoso on so tu ni penfo ma o makohwe di ekontisi ye hwe di ohene no ono so ebe ya fa ho
ti ankopim so ohene ni betu na mobi no emudurase hene ne de monte nanu masem enya bibia mfi ni che
David
te se de ye ka se koko ni nyina ya mutu asase na pradada ya dawe
ni aba ya condemn ni se dem ni che ya condemn ni nyina
ana akuafo no so ye omodi anso empatasika bia anko mo nsem
empatasika no ye omo ye nse omo se wo ho ani adwuagu ansa na omo disika na braw
je omo ape 250 cedis
250 per acre.
Wow.
Yeah, this kind of
Obani asemi emu ya pa o.
Emu ya o. No am so no am da me send me ado cancer ache mo no. Na me basically no mo aka asem na me kan chewe.
Enti se ya ne den.
Yes say me district officer no. Si aka se be report am yes head office Kokobo. Se de be ya agina tu bia ibetu no ti ye kan kire o manfo e mo ka mo humom na de ekọ no no makasam ko otufo ho ko otufo no si ahefo na otufo se de ono na ni bre no obetuma ama asa ahini we yesa na etuma tu ade efreso na ade no yetuma nya nisu tuma sobre
ani opanyi wadaru ma anamontuo no nye hyew so e ya ma moni adwuma
mate nda
si pa bibia ni
ya ti me yanka ya ho amumu ahefo no na edi yenya anyifo na edi yenya
da si bibia ni a ye besan ba na so bio Owura Emmanuel Kingsford Arthur or your district church coordinator new adubiase twapiase e wo new adubiase mpotemo no koko efuo ekes bebro aduo no e na abosome miensa entem galamse fuo twani nyina atoagu e na galamse no tua e no wom etu manfo ne tentiom nsa so bo no omode bo emudurase hene o chese oni mpanyifo etu ho na monti e kirei se bibi epiemu a UTV yensi ahwefo maso ene moni e wo ho de bia eda yentoa ensemfofo eso galamse kroya emono wo makotutu galamse amna pit bi e wo premantem wo wie wankata so enam so mankoda ennan ena aba beto dwa se omakotom omunyina etina nanom e won sedo
mi ya se ne nsuma beyi nkoda mienu ma me baako ubedi eche na on papa so ye baako na eba ni se a obatan bedi ya usa ni daachi ni kwada ebehwe no ena ekoi na didi tu saa na ene eye mami bi o echina nana na ye oba commander ebia na ye oba ye nje musa fi echina ko ye ni minus asia from the large scale miners to the small scale miners em se bebe na ati say ati task force ye be ye adwuma nia nyensi amini na mene se enya mede se mati se we ewu wa ha ba na mipe hand on information mipe information a mipe ni a metimi aka akire omo na ekire bibiom ye bechi wa emma mi den chi enfra mi nama enfra obi oben mi because mi ntie ye mfi kofo edi ani abechi o ye fi baby awunim baby amisu mi nim na da omo ba de obi nim ni amika che obi bia ne se eni enyan ni ekukoso no eni enyan ye se Ghana nkwada ene ye be ye man na kra no owu ye anka se no odi na sika echi ena owu ye akoko a onim hwe ni aye kan nyina ne se ye ba moso ukra license awakata so me charge police for a waha. Let's investigate into the issue. Let's know whoever mind here. I hope you will know. Residents are I wa hanyina no. Omoma ye hu nipa we ye ni site. Na omeche ye nti a obetimi atu amra we eyi ni sika film na waja ho se emfa nkwada nkwa.
Emi ngwangwa na yemi areho pa. Because daddy no so le say anam so la no pa say me ko fuma ko padua bana kam ne me yire ne man ki ara bidi ifle fuma me bae no ana me bete say yes me man bi no atunsu mawu yes am yam hye me pa tim ampenya pa me ko ho no me ko na adofo so ho no mo omu hwa am yi akora no ki amane ne de say de ten de man tumi musasa na me am so me hu ye no ko na akora ba ko yi ba ko ato asoro ana ba ko no shinsu na se nti me busa se ba ko aka won so shinsu na se nti e ba sa no pa mi firi ho no se o ma be hwe no ya hwe no yi akara ma ntom ye no mu ntimi nyi nti won ko frem panifo e ba ho mambi ya paye ase no mutimi yi ne ba ko no kae no enkora na miensa eye media ana mutimi yi ba ko na nyinu de nyinu wi ti ba ko no de wa ana ba ko no so no ye ubi ba ene kan ase eja yini hwe be kan won du musika ni tunti no me si me garam se mi nkubi mi kwani kwajuma na me yenso na kwajuma ayi garam se na ekumi ba.
Enfifi mantam suafo onabo ekopenyin ochi edumua wahye se obekoso aboa ama Agri Memorial AME Zion Senior High School no etumi ayekra behye
ya afia woza ochi the school you will see ana obobo aze mfe edowotwe enum na me minister na wa mama ba ha ma betse 17 bi ye hu pefe de oha bebre wa ha ono nse bobo modin de aban bobo modin na wa na fem ti no za aboa ofa na wo ban wodo sisi adana oha ono nse yes na go back yes na ko echi da nche o mampai ma ore ye dadawa o sisi adan bebrebe ejuma bebre wa ha wa koda o student na we it says ka wo ka ha o chede school ma ba student wo de ye de na say the way to I dem and so ababobo no modin on che bia e baba na ye bo hwe wo ha wo adokura ye o central agency say aye de that my project get fund a common fund other donor fund we no what dey no ye bo modin ejuma bia wa ya wo wie no ye ba hwen na ye wia nsa na ye de foforo abobo abe onu nti se ye ba ha na nka ejuma bi wa ha get fund ye na wo wie ya ye nsa nkwa hye foforo aso de ye tumi ye wie no no to bua ma ye bo yeska kaka ya no bai but I be me the project bi enyi ha sabi wa store on nti e bo hwe za wo nyanka no ye ba ka ho na ya hwema o maga na wa front and pay fra school away ye mfi do wotwe enum de window ko ha bebrem o da ni seminar o ye inje sam kote
sesi a yankola 4882 na ye wono ye dormitories and so both boys and girls the science ensuo hu eye den kakra ema ye nti ye behia mboa ena nkane asem ye prepaid enti sesi a me ne wo kase ena wo kai no regional ministers for obema na nso ye hia mo ansa na ode beba no ehia se ye benya sika ye de betimi ato prepaid no abribia ema school hina bright ama nkole na mo security aye good na bibia so ha won e wadesum
the school for no ebe se omo call dormitory akogu nsu aba ebinum kwa na omaka omoma na omaka dem ema no so bebi omoda no gise wutwa ka kwanem ekwan emuwa kakra enti ebia ahosiesie ni ade obi pese oyusu washroom ebi ni bebi a ewo bebi omusua ade no classroom area enti yene all students ne bi ekasa na the year group 2000 year group ejitum say ombeba no ma ba be si washroom kese enti say aye mechanized borehole enti say ensuo fi Ghana water beba anase emba abribia ensuo wo ha a pump ne bibia si so a ebema washroom no in terms of sanitation ni ade ni ahonedie ebekoso ani nyina nkamfu ano say eboa ma adesua so ekoso san say fa obekọ echichiri na wakoyisu washroom abeba na bia one lesson na twema na eniama adesua no eno so akofom
Yegusua edikase emamu ye pusu emudrase hene ahoma anke ye pese ye ne bonko mofa sobu a omanfo nde bone se twepia se galamse a ekoso a ye twa omanfo kokoo aguo na gala ekoso no ono ne di animo no ya pese ye ne beka se nenso ahoma no ye twitwi kakra ntina na kyese ebrepem no se tutoma ye beje ono nso na dwempo e di afa ensem no eho ebrepem no ye nsaka na ye bedi asem no eho enkomo ye nto aso e adesuafo mo eyise Chrome School e won Zima East Mensi e wato e mantam no emu no wo mu na enie omo sre aban se wo mo chi wo mo sukuu no tebia enyew enye kra aban emrem.
The challenges that associated us is our school building is not good for us for learning. The animals and other strangers animals disturb us when we are in class. When it is rain, we cannot learn. We cannot, because of the floor, we cannot dress properly to school. I tell the government that they should build us Form 1 a JHS. The challenges is that our school is very unsafe to us. Animals disturb us with our spend learning. Such animals disturb us with their faces. So we want help from the government or the president. When it's raining, the roofing sheet is very not unsafe. So there's a hole on the roofing sheet. So when it's raining, we cannot learn. And the floor is not good for us for learning. But if it is raining, the floor become wet, so we cannot dress properly.
The school no say in Siota, we now try the best idea. And I headmistress and so new office into a slab and so my office. And I school dinosaur, and I send so bet me I shall know I am. And I yes soon so in Siota. Nsiota yentumi dress papa na de aba school nti na ye dress style bi ayete na ye slab and say school uniform no odi bi beble na ye pe bathroom no to ya pe bathroom no to nti yes na say omre ye bi na ye school ni hia no to ye school ni ye nti yes na so ba hwe no aye ni ya mai
pacho mombo aye na say ye pon school po na se ye ba na mponche no mo na mo abeni ni oguhase na sinsuo tompa the school dan no chance dan no mu na tuetue nti na nsuo no hwegu ya nti entumi nsia ade nti e pama cho mombo aye eslam pa na esaso hia textbooks
pacho mombo aye na school dan je mo chance dan panye pacho but na to dia my nti pacho mombo aye na style just panye pacho be school no ayawe umpusa je compound baby boy bomb push just start on my pacho ya mombo aye kakora
wo sheka sie e wo United Television eso ye worship house Abeka Junction enkran ye ba bongo difara agopamaso ense